Welcome, digital yogis, and happy new year. Today I'm talking about sales, specifically how to make sales in your online yoga business in 2022. How do you feel about selling? How do you feel about selling? Because the word sales can bring with it a lot of fear and bring up words such as sleazy, slimy, difficult, awkward. And really, selling is a really important part of your online business. So it's important that you find ways to be able to show up and share your life's work and sell in a way that really feels authentic and aligned. And one thing I know about you is that you're excited to work with your students, right? And you're excited about changing lives and creating impact. But perhaps the problem that you're experiencing right now is actually converting your existing community into paying students. So what that might look like is you creating a new offering, a new online offering. So maybe it's a workshop, or maybe it's launching a membership or an online course, and putting it out there, and the space just feels really noisy and you feel like you're not standing out. Or maybe you are having conversations, you're having direct conversations, perhaps on Instagram, in the DMs, about this new online offering that you've got, and you're not sure what to say, or your potential students end up telling you that they have to think about it. Perhaps you're heavily discounting your offerings. You're giving away everything for free, and just so that you've got people to work with, and it doesn't feel good to you. It doesn't feel like you're really creating that financial freedom that you're actually craving. Let's imagine for a moment what it should look like. So what it should look like is you having done the work to be known as an expert in your space. Okay, so you've done the work to really elevate your authority. To elevate your authority, you've been putting out your niche specific content out into the online space. You've been working with partners, you've been collaborating with other experts in the space, and therefore you've built trust, right? You've built trust, and people want to work with you because they know that you're the best teacher to guide them and to support them. Because of all that work that you've done, you feel confident, right? You feel confident that month after month, the money and the paying students are going to continue to flow into your business with ease, because you have your sales and marketing strategies in place that are going to guarantee that success. So this feels easy, doesn't it? And this type of ease, this type of success is not reserved for other people, guys, right? This is meant for you. This abundance, the dream students, the dream clients, the ease, that spiritual connection, all of it, all of it is meant for you, and it's meant for you now. And what I want to say here is that you can use all of the marketing and sales strategies, but if your mindset isn't on board with it, it's going to be hard to achieve this alignment. It's going to be hard to reach your sales goals, right? And so mindset is key. We know this, but it's not really what I want to talk about today. If you want to learn more about mindset, just head to the Yogipreneur podcast. I have tons of episodes on mindset. What I want to talk about are the sales strategies that are working in 2022. And before I dive into that, it goes without saying that you must know who you're selling to, okay? So if you haven't niched down, and what that means is you don't understand, or you don't fully know who your ideal student is. You can't describe, what they like, what they don't like, what their challenges are, what their goals and aspirations are, like what they're working towards, what are the changes that they want to see in their life. If you can't do that, and you can't feel that on an emotional level, like what is keeping them up at night and how they need your help, you're not going to be able to create the words, right? You're not going to be able to create the copy, the marketing that's actually going to draw those people in, and that's actually going to make them stop and listen to what you have to say. And we all know that this online space that we're in, that we're operating in, it's a busy place, isn't it? It's a busy, busy place. So you need to be able to cut through that noise. And that really starts with you understanding who you're speaking to. If you don't do that, you are going to go out there with a very general, wishy-washy yoga message that's trying to speak to everyone, and that ends up not speaking to anyone. Okay, you end up speaking to no one. And if you can't communicate the problem that you solve, or you can't communicate the transformation that you can take someone on, that you can help someone to reconnect to themselves again, because quite frankly, we all have it inside of us. Okay, your goal as a teacher, as a guide, as a coach, is to really just show someone back to themselves, right? So if you can't communicate that, then your marketing isn't going to work. Okay, and when your marketing doesn't work, you won't make any sales, right? And if you have no sales, you have no business, right? So first thing that I want you to commit to in 2022, if you haven't done it already, commit to niching down. Commit to doing the work to really understand who you're serving and how you're helping them. Commit to this, guys. Commit to this in 2022. Okay, because if you look back at the past year and you've been struggling to make money and you haven't niched down, this is the first thing that you need to commit to. This is the game changer, right? So make it a priority to do this. Make it a priority today to do this. And if you don't know how, go to digitalyogaacademy.com, go and look at your Super Yogi course, okay? It's all there for you. There's an additional course that you get as a bonus, which is all about niching. It's called Passion to Profitable Yoga Niche. It's all about niching. Go and get it. Go and get it and sort this one out, because you have to commit to this in 2022. Okay, so the other strategy that I really encourage you to commit to, there's a number of commitments today, okay? So make sure you've got your journal. Make sure you're writing these commitments down, because they're key. The other strategy that I encourage you to commit to is to create a premium online offering, okay? A premium online offering such as an online course. Yes, I sound like a broken record, and yes, it's intentional, because if you can create something in your business, an asset in your business that costs at least $300, at least, okay? At least $300, something that's going to really solve a problem, something that's going to help your students get to where they want to be, guide people, support people. You could also create an online membership, okay? And many of you have been creating online memberships. Many of the students inside my programs have online memberships. And what I'll say with this, if you're creating an online membership, is that you really want to ensure that you create it in a way that helps you to retain your students month after month. Okay, so let's say that membership is a $50 a month membership. Okay, it's a $50 a month subscription. You want to ensure that the life cycle of your student in that membership is at least 6 months, right? Because with a membership, you have a retention rate, okay? If someone comes into your membership and they don't find it valuable, they're going to cancel after the first month. So actually, this is where an online course and a membership work really well hand in hand, because students can be in a membership with you, and then when you launch your course, it's actually easier to convert them into students of your online course. Or let's say they've come into your online course, and once that's done, so maybe it's like a 12-week course, the natural progression then is to downsell into your membership. So they can work really, really well together as two online offerings. what I really encourage you to do is to take a deeper look at the online course, because perhaps the membership feels like an easier option to create. It might feel like an easier option. It's not necessarily the case, guys, because you have to be creating that content month after month after month to retain the students, right? So I want to encourage you to really take a deeper look at an online course and what that could look like. That's where, over time, you can really start to achieve your revenue sales goals. And the reason for this is because you're going to launch that course multiple times a year. And each time you do that, you learn, you make it better. At the same time, you're growing your community of potential paying students. And as you grow your community, you can validate your ideas, you can have a beta launch, you can work with groups of students inside the online course, maybe small groups of students, you can gain testimonials, case studies, you can increase the numbers and your pricing with each and every launch, okay? So, there's real value in that, real value in creating that asset, getting it created and going on that journey of launching, getting it out there, selling, launching, selling, and so on. And that's what we're talking about today. We're talking specifically about the selling part, okay? That's what I'm talking about, and I'm going to be talking about it in reference to selling your online yoga course. And guys, 2022 is the year that you're here to play a bigger game. Like, if you're not coming into this year stepping up, leveling up, rising, being bigger, then what are you here for? Like, what are you here for? I know that all of you listening to this right now, are here to play a bigger game. Okay, I know you are, because you're here in this community, and that's what you yogipreneurs are here to do. You're here to create impact. You're here to play a bigger game. And so creating and selling a premium online yoga course in 2022 is how you do this. Okay, we are not just here to offer only online classes anymore. I'm not saying there's no place for that. That's not what I'm saying at all. We're not here just to offer just that. We need more longevity, right? We are here to create impact, to support our students in a deeper way, to guide, to lead, to mentor, and really help the world to heal and transform. Okay, that is yoga, right? Yoga is here as a modality to heal and transform. And in 2022, the modern world, we need to be modern yogis, right? We need to work with the tools, the systems, the platforms to really share our message and to get it out there into the world, to cut through all that noise that's online and to truly ensure that our message lands exactly where it's supposed to land, with the people who are supposed to hear it, right? There's never been a better time for this. Like, 2022 is your time. It really is. It really, really is your time. So it's time to show up, right? It's time to show up, and it's time to sell, aka serve your community. Selling is a means to serve your people, okay? Okay, so what's working right now when it comes to selling in 2022? What do you need to sell your online course? What do you need? Because selling your course is actually one of the most important aspects of creating this online business that you're creating. Like, without a strategy to sell, there's a really high chance that you would end up creating your course, like putting your heart and soul into the creation of your course, which I know you will, and then struggle to actually fill it, okay, if you don't know how to sell it. So you have to find ways. You have to find ways to convert people in your community into paying students of your online course. What I want to make really clear here is that making money, okay, from selling a course isn't as fast and easy as some people sometimes make it out to be, okay? You can create the best course, you can do all the research, you can even have an existing community, an existing following on social media, but the sales aren't just going to magically happen, okay? You might have, those you might get those first initial sales, like when you first launch it. But if you want to keep getting sales consistently, then you need to have a proper system in place, okay? And that system is a sales funnel. And this is a system. It's a system for attracting new people, okay? Attracting new people into your community, into the funnel, okay, i.e. generating leads, okay, that's what it's called in marketing speak. Generating leads, bringing new people in, okay, that's phase one, that's stage one. The next stage, nurturing those relationships, okay, nurturing the relationships with those people that have just come into your community. And then stage two, pitching, i.e. selling your course and communicating its value so that people actually feel compelled to join you, okay? And if you have these three elements in place, then you have a sales funnel, okay? You have a sales funnel in your business so that you can start creating an ongoing stream of sales. So this might feel a bit scary when I say this. When I'm talking about sales funnel, you might be completely over the head. You're not really sure what I'm talking about, and that's okay. Okay, maybe you're feeling a bit intimidated by it or afraid by it. What I want to say here is this is not about you selling your soul, okay? You can market yourself in a way that feels really authentic, okay, and helps you to connect with the right people that want to learn like what you teach, okay? So what I'm going to do in this session today, I'm actually just going to look at each of those three stages so that you can get a bit of an idea as to what it's all about, because this is what you need in 2022, guys. This is what you need to be able to sell an online course in 2022. So the first part was all about attracting people, attracting new people into your community. Now, there's many ways that you can do that, and I'm not going to go through all of these ways to do that. And if you're completely unsure, again, go and check out Super Yogi. I teach you some of these ways in that online course. But essentially, this is about getting new eyes, okay, or what's termed as traffic, right, to your stuff, okay, to your website, to your sales page. And this can be, it can be paid traffic and it can be organic traffic. So with paid traffic, you're looking at spending money on ads, right? To get yourself in front of relevant people. You can really target here. You can really get your targeting dialed in so that your ads are getting you in front of the right people. This can save you a lot of time and effort, okay? It really can. Now, ads can be placed on Google, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Pinterest. There's a number of places. The main places that you'll run ads are Facebook and Instagram. Then you have organic traffic, okay? And this is free traffic, so free eyes on you. And this can include, you know, your content that you're sharing on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, in Facebook groups, it's SEO, it's everything that you're sharing online to get eyes on you. And you'll need to do a lot more hands-on work to really benefit from this, okay? But this free organic traffic is actually is often better quality, but it takes time. It takes time. So when it comes to launching an online course, personally, I recommend doing a bit of both. Okay, doing a bit of both. They work really, really well together. This is exactly what the students inside the Profitable Yoga Teacher are learning right now. So as I said, you know, there's many, many ways to grow your community through increasing traffic to your online business. I'm not going to go through all of those things for you right now, but one of the things that I want to talk about that is key, it's essential, okay, it's essential for this part of the funnel, for the part of the sales funnel where you are attracting people into your community. The key strategy, the key thing that you need to have is a valuable opt-in freebie, okay? This is the route into the funnel, okay? Because without a freebie, that someone is opting into, okay, they're giving you their email address to access, you can't build a relationship with people, okay, which is the next stage of the funnel. So, attracting someone into your community is all about gaining an email subscriber, because it is not enough to just drive traffic to your website or to your to your page, to your sales page, and then just hope that that person is going to stay in your online space, and hope that they're going to follow you on Instagram, and hope that they're going to keep coming back to you to pay attention to what you're sharing. We can't just be relying on that, guys, okay? So you must have a freebie that's valuable and that's niche specific, so that they join your email list, i.e. your community. And then you can keep them in the loop with what you're sharing and what you're offering online, okay? This is essential. This is super, super, super important. You can't have your sales funnel without this, okay? So if you don't have this right now, we're committing to it. In 2022, we're committing to this piece of content. And you need to ensure that this piece of content is super valuable. It's attractive enough for someone to want to give you their email address. So we're not just talking about, creating a PDF or an ebook. We're talking about, the value that you can provide over a number of days, okay? So valuable content that's landing in their inbox over a number of days, maybe it's 3 days, that's going to help to create trust, that's going to provide those quick wins that help them with their challenges, that help them to get to where they want to be. Again, this is why you need to know who you're serving. So you want this to be an easy yes. Yeah, you want this freebie to be a yes. You want people to look at that on your website and say, yes, I need this. Here is my email address. Okay, so really commit to this now. Commit to this, to creating this freebie in 2022. Moving on to stage 2 of our sales funnel. And this is about nurturing, isn't it? This is about nurturing the relationship, okay? So this is actually about how you show up, yeah? How you show up, how we show up, how we show up in our space, how you are being visible in your space, okay? This is why we're playing a bigger game in 2022, guys. And your content is key. Your content is essential, right? Because you need to understand, how can I be sharing content in an easy and effortless way? How can I be repurposing content so that I can really show up cross-channel and share valuable and educational content with my community that's not only attracting people in, but it's also nurturing those relationships, building trust, showing me as an authority in my space and an expert in my space, so that people want to keep coming back for what I'm sharing. This is super, super important. If we don't do this, we don't nurture relationships, guys, and we need to have trust in our community. There needs to be trust in the relationships for people to want to put their hand in their pocket and spend money with you. They will never spend money if there isn't any trust there, if they don't trust you as being the right teacher that can guide them and take them towards that transformation, okay? So content is king, okay? There's a reason why we say that in the marketing space. Content's king, because it really, really is. So students in the Profitable Yoga Teacher are learning how to do this strategically, okay? So that their educational content is actually part of their launch strategy. I did an episode on the Yogipreneur podcast. I'm not sure what number it is, but I did an episode on this, okay? On the launch phases of your launch strategy, of the phases of your launch strategy, the education phase, the launch phase, the education phase, the pre-launch phase, and the launch phase. Go and check that out. But one of the best ways to nurture your new community members who have just come in through your content is through email marketing, okay? So you showing up in their inbox week after week with valuable educational content that supports their ongoing journey. Week after week, guys, okay? Week after week. Consistency here is key. It really, really is. They need to see your name in their inbox every single week. So this is something else that we're committing to as part of us playing a bigger game in 2022. We're going to commit to emailing our list every single week. It might feel scary. There might be a little voice in the back of your head that's saying, oh, people are going to get annoyed. I'm going to get unsubscribes. Let that voice just pass on by, okay? If people unsubscribe, they were never going to buy anything from you in the first place, okay? Let them go. Make room for people who want to share, who want to hear your message, who want to learn from you, who resonate from you. I'm going to talk about resonating, vibration, frequency in a moment. But coming back to where we are, okay? Coming back to where we are. Email marketing, commit to it, guys. Properly commit to it in 2022. All the twos, right? Okay, so moving on from stage 2, we move on to the final stage. Lots of thumbs up. Thank you guys in the Facebook group. We move on to the final stage, the third stage, and this is to convert, right? We want to be able to convert our community members into paying students, okay? So the reason the funnel is a funnel shape, if everyone can visualize a funnel right now, okay, we've had lots of people coming in at the top, attracting those people at the top, okay, with our content, specifically with our freebie that's brought them into the funnel, okay, into the community. Then we're nurturing those relationships. People are moving down, okay, because some people will drop away, and that's why it's the shape of a funnel, okay? That's normal, natural. And so we're nurturing the relationships with the content we're sharing. Specifically, the strategy I want you to adopt and commit to is the email marketing piece, okay, where you show up week after week in their inbox. And then as we move people down, some of those people will be ready to buy, okay? Some of them won't, not yet. They will stay in that third stage, and that's okay. Some people will be ready to buy, okay? So that third stage of the funnel is to make sales. In order to make sales is to convert our community. And there's lots of ways that you can do that. I'm not going to go through all of these, okay? Join the wait list for the Profitable Yoga Teacher. I teach you the step-by-step on how to launch, how to convert inside that program. But the strategy that I want to touch on today is a live launch event, okay? So this could be a webinar, it could be a masterclass, it could be an online challenge. It's a live event where you can tell your potential students what you're all about, okay? It's a live event that really, truly builds trust with them, and where you're giving out you're teaching part of the things that you might teach or that you will teach inside your course, okay? So you're teaching the people who are tuning into this part of what you're going to cover inside your course. That qualifies them, right? That's qualifying them. At the end of this event, you open enrollment for your online course. So what's really interesting about this, like with a live event, is that it requires time commitment, doesn't it, from those people who are attending. Like they're going to need to set aside time to attend or to watch the replays. So therefore, they're already invested in your message because they've gone through your sales funnel, right? They've got your opt-in freebie, they love that, they've been sticking around for all the content, they've been reading your emails. Now you're announcing that you have this event, they want to come in to this event with you. They're invested in you, they're invested in your message, okay? They are more likely to enroll. So another really key benefit to this is that the people that are there with you, they get to really interact with you. And when you open enrollment, they can ask questions, okay? You can answer their questions. And it really gives a great opportunity to clear up any worries or questions that they have about your online course in real time. Okay, that's super important in order to get the sale, in order to move people swiftly and smoothly and seamlessly into your online course. This is why live launches are incredible. Okay, this is why live launches are incredible, and you should always, always, always start with live launches. Don't be bamboozled by the bright lights of evergreen, of creating a course and putting it straight onto evergreen, i.e., you're selling and it's all automated and you're selling in the background. Evergreen is incredible as well, and I've done a podcast episode on this as well. But you must go through the live launch experience at least a few times before you switch that on to evergreen. Okay, this is important, guys. I'm not going to go through all the reasons on that. There is a podcast episode on this. Okay, it's a podcast about passive income. Okay, so look for the title that's about passive income, or it might even be about have evergreen in it. But go and check that out. So going back to your live event. So this live event actually gives you a real-time opportunity to sell or to serve. Okay, we serve by sharing how we can help our people, how we can solve their problems. Okay, when you know who you're serving, you'll know how your online course is going to solve that problem and take people to the transformation. Okay, so I also want to make it like super clear that it's important how you show up, okay, during this live event, the energy that you show up in during this live event, because in order for you to convert the people there, the viewers, let's call them, into buyers, essentially is really about how you can amplify your frequency, right? So that you can move people to actually take action, so that you can, encourage that, maybe that's the wrong word, but move is a good word. Move people to want to take the action to come into that course with you, because true marketing and leadership is actually all about how you can move someone to feel something, to act on something, and to actually do something. So the potency of your leadership actually comes from a place of deep connection with your power, right? When you're showing up from that place, your community can really feel that. They can feel that. And that's what's actually going to make someone to want to say, I really feel connected to this. It's connected to this frequency, to this vibration that I'm feeling right now of transformation. And I want to do this. I want to do this now. So, we need to remember that people aren't just coming into the course for the blueprint, like for the step-by-step, the framework that you're teaching. They're coming into it to really be in alignment with you, right? To be in alignment with you. So as a course leader, you need to be fully connected to that. You need to be fully connected to your purpose, your why, okay? Because that's the basis of the frequency that's coming through. And really show up from that place, show up from that place. You have an incredible opportunity in a live event to do that, to share the frequency that you are going to, offer and embody and use to guide people on that journey inside your course. Okay, so there we have it. I think I've shared everything I wanted to share today. But let's just do a little recap. So we've talked really about a sales funnel today. That's what we talked about today. But before I went into that, I set the scene by sharing that you really truly need to commit to niching down in 2022. And in terms of the offerings that you're creating, to actually take a deeper look. If you've been hearing me pipe on about this for a couple of years now, if you've been in my community for some time. But to truly take a deeper look now, guys, I want to move you to take that deeper look at an online course and what an online course can do for you and your business and your community and your students. So commit to those two things. And then in order to actually sell this online course in 2022, you must have a sales funnel. That sales funnel has 3 parts, and I pulled out some key strategies in each of those parts. So the first is about attracting, and we need attracting and growing your community, and we need to have a valuable, epic opt-in freebie in order to do that. The second part, the second stage, was about nurturing relationships, and you need to be sharing content consistently, and a key part of that is your email marketing strategy, showing up week after week in people's inboxes so that you can nurture those relationships. And then the third part of our funnel, is about how we convert our students, our community, into paying students. And an excellent way to do that is for you to host an online event, be it a masterclass, a webinar, an online challenge, a summit, whatever it's going to be. But that is your key opportunity to show up in the frequency that you are going to hold, the space that you're going to hold in the online course that you are presenting to people, that you are serving to your community that you've created and nurtured. Okay, so lots of things to commit to there in 2022. And I really, really hope and wish for all of you that you will make 2022 your most epic and transformative year yet. Okay, so I'm sending you all so much love as always, and I'll see you next week. Thank you for being here, guys. If you have any questions about anything that I've shared today, please do reach out to me. You can send me a message in the DMs here on Instagram. Always love hearing from you. And if you're on Facebook, send me a message as well. You can send me an email. It's hello@digitalyogaacademy.com. Be part of this community. If you're not in our Facebook group, head over to the group, and you can, share in the Facebook group at any time. You can get support there, ask questions. Sending you all so much love and the happiest of New Year's. I'm so, so excited to be here with you. And yeah, I'll see you next week. Bye.